A little known fun fact about me. I'm somewhat of a graphic designer. Not in the good sense, but more of those Pinterest memes you see with bright, bold colors and shapes that make no sense. That is my favorite kind of design, and today I will show off that skill. We're nearing the end of June, and my homophobic ass forgot to do something. I'm not actually homophobic, and if you are, you're free to skedaddle away from me and this channel. We have no place for anyone like you. Anyways, with that out of the way, I'm going to bother everyone who likes flags and vexillology by making the most impractical and unusable flags. Flags are supposed to be seen and recognized no matter what, swaying or laying flat on a pole. Yeah, nothing like that is happening here. I try to be as welcoming and inclusive as possible, but if I missed a specific flag, I apologize in advance, but feel free to comment the flag and I can reply with how I would redesign the flag. Anyways, let's begin with the regular rainbow flag. I actually made one variant of this one already, using colorful figures and goods I have, but I want to do something new. Fruit salads, Skittles, Rainbow Mafia. I might have to play into that theme. Fruity. The file name for this one is called Skittle Mafia, and I'm proud. This was the first one I made, and it worked as a sort of warm-up exercise, since every other flag is way better. Bisexual. I have a couple of friends who are all bisexual, and I don't like them. So I'm going to make the scariest flag for them. I'm going to add a lot of skeletons, a lot of vampires, and a lot of fire. But the colors are nice, so I'm not going to change them. The Finnish name for this one is Bisexual Bullshit, and it's one of my favorites. My bisexual roommate thinks this is exactly how bisexuality feels. MLM, Multi-Level Marketing Scheme. This one's near and dear to me, and in my opinion, it's one of the only flags with a genuinely good color palette. I love it so much. Also, an irrelevant side note, I saw this funny Frutiger kebab meme on Pinterest, so I might lean into the Frutiger arrow kebab style for this one. Looks good, but my only criticism is that I forgot to add Aoba Sarigaki, the yaoi Jesus himself, and I have way too little Frutiger arrow elements everywhere. Lesbian. Beans on toast. One of my old friends' nicknames was Lesbian, and she was a huge help in my life when I was unsure about myself, so this is one way of honoring her existence. Also, she gave herself that nickname. Oh, also, I'll chuck Madoka Magica in here too, since I know lesbians and Yuri enthusiasts love Madoka Magica. I just want to say that the file name for this finished piece is called Doomed Yuri Toast, and I think that's funny. Trans flag. For this one, it's Iga Renegade Boy Len. That's all that's going to be on this flag. Asexual. From what I can remember and from what I've seen, asexuals are somehow the most freaky people out there. I'm looking at you, Cupcake. And they love garlic bread, so I'm going to turn Rotten Girl Miku into Cupcake and her yaoi paddle will be garlic bread. Aromantic. Aromantic sounds a lot like the word aromatic, which is basically a bunch of spices. Considering the no-sex counterpart is surprisingly spicy, just throwing a bunch of spices into this soup is a good idea. The flag will become a soup and an evil witch will stir in the spices. I forgot to make the soup in the kettle the flag, and I only realized it while editing, and I feel incredibly stupid. Pansexual. A bunch of pots and pans because I'm hilariously funny. But since the colors are so bright, I'm going to turn the flag into an advertisement for pots and pans. This is my favorite design I've ever made out of all these flags, and I'm leaving pansexual. This doesn't scream pansexual unless you really lock in on the background, but there's other stuff going on that doesn't make sense, so you just don't see the pansexual flag at all at first. Also, cabbages are yummy, and I was thinking about cabbages while making this. Intersex. Reversed the purple and yellow, turned the yellow into a ring from Sonic, and plastered the entire cast of Sonic onto the flag. Do intersex people even like Sonic? I don't know, but I like this design idea. Non-binary. The non-binary flag could be very emo and almost goth if it wasn't for that yellow. So I'm removing that yellow and turning it into blood. And I'll make it into a graveyard. This would look like a nice counterpart to the bisexual flag. So I went against my own idea of adding blood, but I didn't eliminate the yellow like I said I would. I gave the skeleton a yellow cocktail and I think it's funny. I also mispronounced grave and it sounds more like rave. Completely unintentional, but I did make a party rug graveyard, so it fits. Demigirl, Demiboy. I'm combining both of these two into one flag, since the only difference between these two flags is the pink and the blue stripe, and that's cringe. So I'm going to make the strip into an unpleasant gradient. And I think a random stuck person doing something absolutely useless could be very fitting in here. I don't know why, but don't ask. It's an established fact that my brain doesn't think like a normal brain. A couple of years back, I had an unhealthy obsession with this exact stock photo of a guy looking disgusted at a corn dog. And since I have an unpleasant gradient, an unpleasant guy would fit. That's also why there's a green aura around the corn dog. I don't think this is related to being demi, by the way. Gender fluid. Rainbow colored water. Pink, blue and purple would be bisexual water and also very cringe. Also bonus points, if you chuck the flag into a freezer, it will freeze somewhere during the rainbow gradient and that will be your gender for the day. Hello, I am the gender man, collect my genders type beat. The only reason Teto is here is for the clickbaitable feature. Serious reason, I just wanted to have Teto there. Before I go over to the outro, let me know if you want to see the full resolution images. I'll upload them to my Pinterest and or Instagram then. After June, I will be killed and an evil clone will take over my spot until next June, when I will be able to be revived. While we wait for my real self to come back next June, remember to like and subscribe for more silly and spectacular things. You never know what I might do next. And that's all. See you all later, my pretty little pebbles.